I want to start this review by admitting something about myself. I am very easy to influence when it comes to fabric technology. You know that moment when you're just trying to solve one small practical problem, like why your towels start smelling weird after 2 washes, and suddenly you're knee-deep in ads for silver-infused, antimicrobial, space-age textiles that promise to change your life? Well, fam, that's exactly how I ended up here. Somewhere along the way, Miracle Brand's Antimicrobial Gauze Robe popped up. And instead of immediately rolling my eyes, I thought, okay, this might actually make sense for how I live. So I tested it. Not carefully and not delicately, but in real chaotic everyday use. So it matched my real chaotic everyday life. And today, I want to talk you through whether this robe actually makes sense, who it's for, who it's not for, and whether the silver thing actually matters. So why did I want a different kind of robe? Well, here's my situation. I use an outdoor hot tub regularly. Shout out to my mom. And if you've ever done that, you know robes get wrecked. They get soaked. They get exposed to chlorine. They get thrown over doors and railings and hooks and heaters wherever there's space. And for some reason, everyone, myself included, seems to think that the solution is a giant, super fluffy spa robe. I hate those for this use case. Because if you're washing a plush robe every few days, it doesn't stay plush for very long. It gets heavy, it holds moisture, and eventually it just kind of smells off. So when I saw a lightweight gauze robe that claimed to dry quickly and stay cleaner longer, I was genuinely curious. Not because I expected magic, but because the logic, it was there. Let's talk about the word gauze for a second. Because when I hear gauze, I don't think cozy. I think hospital bandages. I think that scratchy wrap that I would put on my ankle in high school when I would sprain it and then they would tell me not to walk on it, which I absolutely did anyways. So my expectations are pretty low. But right out of the package, the fear went away. This isn't scratchy. It isn't stiff. It's not medical. It's soft in a breathable, lived-in way. Not buttery, not plush, but comfortable, and comfortable enough that I wear it around the house without feeling like I need to immediately change when I first get out of that hot tub. But what really surprised me was the warmth. I tried it for the first time on a cold, drizzly Pacific Northwest day, around 50 degrees, as we all know, a beautiful day for us. But walking between the back door and the hot tub, it didn't feel as miserable, which honestly says so much for something this lightweight. Now, how it handles water and drying is where this robe has really earned its keep. It absorbs water without feeling heavy. When I get out of the hot tub, it takes care of that dripping post-soak situation without clinging to my skin or turning into another soggy towel. And then this is the important part. It dries so fast. Oh, it's beautiful. It's way faster than any cotton or terry cloth robe I have. There's no, is this damp or am I imagining it feeling the next morning? It's just dry. And when it's dry, it doesn't smell like chlorine. Which honestly genuinely surprised me because chlorine usually never lets go. It clings to everything it touches. Just ask my green hair when I was on the swim team. I do wash this robe regularly. I know you're supposed to hang dry it, but it has survived the dryer once or twice without shrinking or tightening up. There's still no weird stiffness, there's still no fabric breakdown, and there is still no texture change. Now, I want to be very clear about how this robe lives its life. It goes from hot water to cold air. It gets drizzled on. It gets thrown over chairs and hung near a heater and then tossed again over the shower rod, sometimes with the swimsuit on top. This is not a gentle existence. And because gauze isn't exactly known as the most durable fabric, I kind of expected to see wear pretty quickly. So far, nothing. No loose ends, no fraying, no snags, no pilling. The texture actually looks the same as when I pulled it out of the box. Now, let's chat sizing. Miracle Brand says this robe runs oversized. I sized up anyway because I like my robes to feel roomy, not fitted, and I am glad I did. I wouldn't personally call the standard fit oversized. Sizing up gave me exactly what I wanted from a robe. Comfortable, a little slouchy, and easy to wrap around myself without fighting it. The sleeves are long, which I really appreciated, especially if you have longer arms and are used to getting robes that feel weirdly short. The length hits mid-calf on me, which feels practical rather than awkward. Okay, let's talk about the silver infusion. You will never convince me that silver means that you never have to wash something. Real life just doesn't work like that. If you wear it, you sweat in it, you get it wet, and you use it around chemicals, you're going to wash it. End of story. What I can say is that this robe didn't develop any weird smells between washes. No mustiness, no wet cotton smell, no chlorine hangover. Whether that's the silver or the fact that gauze dries quickly, I don't know. But the outcome is what matters. If you're looking for a plush spa-style robe, this isn't that. But if you want a lightweight, quick-drying robe that doesn't hold on to moisture, doesn't cling, and doesn't trap smells, especially if you're in and out of water a lot, this one does exactly what it's supposed to do. For my purposes, it's been a great addition to my post-hot tub routine. I'd absolutely buy it again, and I may or may not have one on the way for the other people that use the same hot tub. I hope you all enjoyed this review. If there's anything else you'd like to see a deep dive on, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and leave a comment.